This is a tutorial of how to make aluminum. You might not know what aluminum I'm talking about, but I'm talking about like the symbol AL. Aluminum foil. So first, we're going to cut this. Up. There. Okay, it's gonna be really thin, but if you have thicker cardboard, use that. In fact, I have thicker cardboard. I'm gonna go and get it. Yeah, so next you're gonna want to get a pencil. I have this pencil. Okay. Next, you're gonna want to trace the letter A. I think you already know how to trace the letter A. Do not just come here not knowing your ABCs. So we're gonna draw this A and this L with a stick like this. To draw the L. Okay, let's get to work now. I think you should already know how to draw this, so let's get to it. And also, this is your plan. So this is why I said you should use a pencil. That way you can erase your mistakes. But once you cut it, you won't be able to change it. But since you can't really fold it that well, since we aren't using this, we're actually using this. So we're gonna wanna first I'm gonna turn this into a good triangle. And I'm gonna color it in. See how I colored in? This is supposed to represent a hole, but I can't really cut it out, so you just colored it instead. Now, you cut out the parts. Also, last warning, you should probably make sure that you're actually done tracing first. Also, one other thing, you'll figure out why I told you to put that line next to draw that line next to the L. You'll figure out later. Why? Because I can't tell you. It's a surprise. Besides, you're supposed to learn yourself. Boom. Also, let me turn on the lights if you can't see. There we go. And yes, your room, well, it will be really messy after this, but you probably won't have this. Anyway, you can probably see why I made it a little taller, just so that it can match the size. Never mind. I should cut this. Cut. It's better. Okay, now you can see why I told you to put that there. Because now, this is not only why we have the glue, but this is also why I told you to put that stick there. But I should probably, before this gets messy, I'm gonna do this on a board that I could actually trust getting messy without actually having to get a consequence, like my folder. So let's put it on here. That way it won't get messy. Well, at least not as messy. Okay, great. Also, one other thing, I suggest you to also get your own board that you can trust getting messy without getting a consequence, like I just said. But yeah, anyway, that's 3 out of 12 minutes. So let's get actually, whatever. Disclaimer alert: do not open the glue like I did. It's just because I wasn't open it like this, so I had to open it the other way. Yeah, and also that's just you to get a board if you're doing it exactly how I am. And trust me, if you don't want it to be this messy, you can just clean it up afterwards. Okay, now let's erase this up. You can see the mess. And now, put this here. And again, just like the cutting, this is unreversible, irreversible. So be careful where you put your A. Yeah. I think this should be good. Okay. Now, you're also going to want a toilet paper. Sorry I'm telling you to get a lot more stuff than I actually told you to get. But yeah, let's go and get toilet paper to clean this up. Besides, if your toilet paper sticks to your glue here, don't worry. We're gonna cover it in this aluminum. Spoiler alert, we're actually gonna cover it in this aluminum foil later, so you won't be able to see it anyway. So yeah. Okay, so I have some toilet paper now. Now let's clean this. As good as you can. So yeah. And boom. Boom, 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 boom. Phew, boom, boom. Okay, that's better. Okay. Looks a lot better now. But oh no. Did I make this better or worse? I think I might have just made it worse. But hey, at least you can't see the glue anymore. It's just the glue is definitely still there. Also, halfway done, it's 6. Remember, this video is to be 12 minutes long. By the way, if you still have this, throw it away. I don't think we're gonna need it again. But if you think you might need it again, put it there. And not only that, but let's close our glue. Yeah, that's why I told you to keep this here. Because messes can happen anytime. And if you can't clean them up, then that mess becomes an accident. Okay. So now, you're going to want to, I forgot. Oh no. Well, what you're gonna want to do? Let me think about this. Oh yeah, I think I remember now. So I think next you're supposed to just this here. My original idea was to turn this aluminum foil into a perfect ball, like some other YouTubers did, but no. Sometimes I don't have to listen to others. I can just be myself. Okay, so now let's put this on. Oh no! See, this is why I told you to use a different board. Okay, now you're gonna wrap it around, just like so. And oh no, I can't tell. Well, that's great. Now, all you have to do is just, oh, let me tell you, the results I got does look terrible, but hey, so you can tell where the front is and where the back is. Yeah, safe to say, I don't think this is gonna be a really good project, but also not as bad as I thought.